Hello everyone, Nadasfan here, with another long-awaited episode of my Madden Ultimate Team series. This is episode 9, and we're into card collection heavily here. As you see me going through Ultimate Packs and getting a 95 rated Mario Williams, which is fairly common now as far as 95 rated players go. You'll find them on the auction house all over the place. Back then, not quite as much, but I believe I had already collected him at this point. You see me going through. Basically, I'm going to be ripping a lot of Ultimate Packs here, and there'll be a point where I must have been a Platinum Pack weekend as well, because there are some very stacked Platinum Packs. And really, the only reason I'd be buying Platinum Packs is if there was a promotion. So at this point, you see an 88 skill rating. You can kind of see a quick overview of my lineup, both offense and defense. It's getting up there. It's in the mid-80s for the most part, with a few of the players being in the 90s. But definitely some room for improvement here. So during this stage, I was heavily into the card collecting aspect. I did not play as many games as I did managing my lineup. So this episode is basically all the things I did managing my lineup to make this team better in the meantime. Now here I went ahead and checked what Mario Williams was going for on the block. To give me a gauge on what I should put mine at. You don't want to be the highest one out there with a bunch out there and not get sold and lose your listing fees. So came in at 35,000 and it was bought there. So you got to be smart about what you put in the auction house. You don't want to put something up when there's 50 other copies of the same card going for cheaper. Just be careful. Here's Matt Schaub. That's kind of my quarterback deck at the time. Schaub in game here with my team using Vikings unis now, as I think I had been the last couple episodes. So back to some packs here. Pulling Cedric Benson, Loris Vickers, Mendenhall, some others. Mainly at this point, these guys, unless they are doubles, are going into my collections as I'm trying to hit as many team collections and some of the other side collections as possible. So here you see Vince Young's 2.0 card. We got Dewan Landry. Get some uniform cards. Okay, next Ultimate Pack. Just going to be ripping on through them here. Basically, this is the equivalent of doing a live stream with these. And here you go, my first real win in pulling packs, the Troy Polamalu gold card. I was quite psyched when I pulled that one. And he goes into the lineup immediately, as you see my crowd excited about it as well. As you see him, you won't even see gameplay footage, but here you see him tackling his teammate after a nice play. Polamalu fitting nicely into my lineup. So that was the first real big pull that I had out of cards. I had gotten the 99 Chris Johnson rookie from completing a set, but as far as pulling cards from packs, that Polamalu was the first nice big surprise. Here you see some rookies coming through. Moiaki being pulled after he was a hot commodity, unfortunately. Could have used him a while back when doing this set. Here you see a 94 Darren Sharper coming out of a pack. So obviously getting a few here to be proud of. And here we got a fantasy card, and this is going to be D'Angelo Hall. Only rated an 88, but a fantasy card nonetheless. But look right behind there. We got a 97 rated Dwight Freeney. Freeney has also become quite common on the auction house now, as I believe his odds have gotten much better of getting him. But at the time, he was fairly rare. So that was a nice pull as well. You see a Bradford rookie in my quarterback lineup. Ever-changing lineup as I'm dumping off the lowest rated cards to meet the 55 requirement as I go. So a lot of changes around. Eric Berry, there's a very hot commodity now as far as rookies go. Back then, yeah, I think he was. I don't know if quite as much as he is now, but it was a nice pull indeed. So here's a pack with Eli Manning, Sean Ellis. This one not quite as impressive, but it's got some players that I can use in my collections nonetheless. So continuing on here, we got a 91 rated Carl Nix. I'll take that with a Jamal Charles right behind him, Jermichael Finley. It's all nice. So when you've collected a bunch of these cards, they go into team sets, and when you get fortunate enough to get close to finish a team set, as I'm doing here, I believe my first team set was the Chiefs. As you see Brandon Albert go in for 500 coins back. And there you go, my coins take a jump, I believe 75,000 I believe, and complete the team set. And just like the other uniform sets and coach sets, you get a legendary card. This is legendary Larry Johnson, representing the Chiefs card there. And so I get a Calvin Johnson Jr., probably from the auction house. And I'll do the same with the Lions set here, putting him into collection for 1,500 coins. And that's another 75,000 coin jump there for completing the Lions. So Lions and Chiefs, two of the easier collections to complete, which is why I'm doing them first. And the legendary card for the Lions is Roy Williams, an 88 rated wide receiver there. So you see, I don't know at this point if he cracked my lineup or not. In the meantime, we'll rip open another Ultimate Pack here, and we'll end up with another Fantasy card. This is Fantasy Malcolm Floyd, their wide receiver of the Chargers. And he was a pretty hot commodity at that point. I put him up on the auction house to see what I could get for him. Next pack, I'm getting Rob Baronis out of there. Dan Coppin, Matt Ryan, a few others there. And go into my news here, and there you go. Sold the Malcolm Floyd for 50,000 coins. So there's a good way to up your coins. Some of you ask how you can get coins. You can sell your players, you can sell your duplicates, and that's definitely what I was doing here. As you see, another Ultimate Pack, not quite as good. And yet another coming up here, and this one is going to get us, hey, Fantasy Malcolm Floyd again. How about that? We will put him up for 50,000 again and see what happens. Now again, check the auction house, see what you're competing with. If the card is not very rare, you're probably not going to get what you're looking for. But on this, it was a hot commodity, and then it goes for 50,000 coin again. So this is how one way I'm staying on top of coins. I'm not going to lie to you, I did put some Microsoft points in from time to time in this series, and that's basically for your benefit of seeing a decent series here and something to watch. So I get another pack here that's not doing so bad here. The Ultimates are doing okay for me here. And our next alt pack up will have Jeremy Shockey in there, Tommy Harris. So, yeah, these are just kind of the highlights of what I had been pulling to be able to advance my team here. Big Ben in this next pack, as well as Tracy Porter. All pieces that can go into my collections here. Going through the process of checking what you already have. Hey, here is the best pull so far in the series. 99 gold Chris Johnson. One of the more desirable cards in all the game here. So now I've got the rookie Chris Johnson, and I've got the gold. And just a little goal line easy touchdown there from Chris Johnson, just showing you him in uniform. So I've got a this pack was just awesome as you look at 390 rated players, including Steve Smith in there as well. Just an awesome pack. So I've got a decision to make with Chris Johnson as I'm close to completing the set. As you see me pull Michael Griffin's second in the card, another 90 rated card. Getting some nice cards here, but was shocked by the Chris Johnson pull. And, he's worth much more than the collection he goes into as far as the team collection. You're talking, he can go for 800,000 or so on the, if you can work a deal with somebody, as you see Michael Turner. And my buddy Ben Hamilton played high school ball, same high school team as Ben Hamilton. While he's at a high school here in the Twin Cities. Had to throw him in there if for no other reason. So Jonathan Vilma 90 rated, as well as a Heath Miller in this pack. Not bad, not bad. As we move on, still another nice find, James Harrison 97 overall. Another very nice pull. Had some luck here in this stretch. Going through a lot of coin, but pulling some very quality players, both for collections and for my lineup. So as you see, my team skill right now is at a 93 as I pull Casey Hampton as well, starting to round off my Steelers. So I'll have some decisions to make down the road with the Polamalu card. Do I put him in collection? Same thing with the Chris Johnson. Do I put him in collection? You got to kind of consider, as I pull the 95 Vikings edition Randy Moss. Of course, being a Vikings fan, I'm glad to pull his Vikings edition card, even though if his return to the team was very short-lived. There's an Eric Steinbach 92 rated. Go ahead and shred another pack. And the elusive Kellen Winslow. It took me forever to get him, and I didn't. As you see, Suggs as well. I didn't want to overpay for Winslow on the auction house. He seems like he's always very sought after there. So once I did get the Winslow, I went and bought out the last couple cards I needed in the set and completed the Bucks collection. That's pretty much how I handle it. I pull cards until I think it's I can at least break even on the set. And here I get the legendary Joey Galloway, 88 rated. Probably won't use him in my lineup, but there he is. And hey, here's another monster pull. Ryan Clady, 98 overall on a pack. Very elusive card as well. So you're seeing my highlights here. Obviously, this isn't like pack behind pack. There's bunch of packs I'm not showing you. And here's a Lawrence Jackson that was very hard to find for a while. Don't know if he's still difficult or not, but that is a big piece in the second edition #1 collection here. Worth quite a bit of coin, and a Randy Moss 3.0 card, which can actually fit in the third edition collection itself. So here you see the lineup up to a 96 now, getting much closer to where I am today. We'll have another episode or so to get us up to current day. We got a couple more finds to show you as collecting the Texas College collection here, which was another nice one, getting me the Elite Casey Hampton card. Definitely a beast D-tackle there as well. So I was able one day to snag a Steven Jackson. Now you can do this more regularly. He's showing up a lot more regularly now, but at the time, kind of surprised to find him, and surprised to be able to finish off the Rams collection. Was not expecting that at the time. Got the Torrey Holt legendary card out of that. So that was a nice, the combination of the auction house searching for some gems, and your packs. You can do this stuff, but as the Seahawks collection goes out, and that's Julian Peterson there for that collection. Again, won't fit my lineup, but pretty good. So that's going to take today's thing. Here's my lineup at a 96. Getting much closer to where I am today. Come on back next time. I'll have one of these again very soon. Thanks, guys.